All right. GM, everyone. Welcome into the space. Appreciate you guys coming in. Kenny Powers, don't know where he's at. Man's going to show up, I guess, at some point. It's 11:07. But we will see what happens with him. But either way, thank you for being here live on Abstract X and YouTube. So go check us out. Follow us there. Also, don't forget to go to rcweb3.xyz and sign up for the Checkpoint newsletter and check everything out going out on Reality Check. That easy, sir. Good morning, Sir Kyle.
Sir Kyle. Hold on now.
Sir Kyle. GM.
I don't believe in titles like that. I don't launch lizard JPEGs in there. Anyway. GM, how are we doing today?
Fantastic.
Yeah, I was in the back channels with you and you just disappeared on it, bro.
Well, I had a phone call. Got a busy day today. Even after all of this, got, Monday, we won't be having a space on Monday. My mom's having surgery. So today, the whole family's getting together and going to be hanging out later on. So I was on the phone with my sister. Okay. So
I respect.
That's what we were doing.
Respect.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, but so just doing all that stuff, trying to get things squared away because guess who has to cook? This guy right here. I'm doing all of the cooking.
You were only just last night boasting about how your daughter was so unimpressed with someone else's pork chops compared to yours. You do regularly boast about your cooking abilities, so I don't know why you're always surprised when people ask you to apply said abilities.
Yeah, I'll make a good wife for somebody one day. So just hey, if you got a single sister in the crowd, send her my way. Yeah. Kenny, GM, sir.
Yo, what up? What up? What up?
How we doing this morning?
We're doing good.
Good, man. Good. Yeah, a lot of stuff to get to. Kyle and I did a stream last night, Tolan Universe. I had to show the guy up. It was pretty funny to see. But it was a fun time. And what are you freaking out about?
You blew me away with your gaming prowess. Let me tell you, I could never hope to compare.
Man, I tell you what, Kenny, I was getting my ass handed to me. Kyle got, I think, to level 17 or something?
Yeah, like 17. Not my best run ever. I've made it to wave 19 once, but 17 is a solid run for me. That's like as good as I can generally hope to do.
Yeah.
And in wave 19, I mean, there's a boss on wave 19 that I don't even know what the fuck that guy is. I don't even know how to approach all that. So we'll figure that out in time too. But
yeah, we will. But yeah, I don't know. But either way, it was still fun. We gave away a lot of cool stuff. Dillo and Big Mo Love were the recipients of those prizes. And I mean, I would say if you don't have an NFT, I mean, and then the crowns, I mean, I think we still gave away like maybe $150 worth of prizes, something like that, by the time all said and done. So yeah, you have to catch us on the next one. I don't know what day it's going to be. Maybe Friday night, if Kyle's wife allows him to do so. We just have to. Why, bro? Your screen was froze. You were like this, and I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with him?" But anyways, yeah, let's get.
I didn't die yet.
Yeah, let's get to it. Kenny, ANSEM is back on the timeline after taking a brief hiatus. Look, he said to spend some time with some family and just took a break for a little bit. But the coin responded, and I honestly, I think we are seeing liquidity move back off of Robinhood. What do you think's happening? How do you perceive this, Kenny?
I don't really think that much money moved off of Solana over to Robinhood. Yeah, people dabbled with it. Why would you not? I think it was more so there's some big wallets that were offloading during, when Cash Cow was running. So I think it was more so people deleveraging their positions, like the wallets that are up $13 million, $2 million. I think they were, aggressively taking profits. So that's all, in my opinion, it was. I don't think people were like full porting out of ANSEM to go full port into, Robinhood. It was coincidental, the timing of it,
Yeah. Yeah. Right now it is ANSEM, obviously the clear runner on Solana, 321 mil market cap. Bro, it reached all the way down to like 250. Like if you would have bought any of those dips yesterday, it actually tagged 248, but it tagged like 260 multiple times. So I ended up buying a little bit down in the 260 range. When it shot up this morning up to 350, I knew then. I was like, I should sell this because it's probably going to fucking eat shit. when everybody wakes up, because this was early on in the morning. And you were still over there fucking having a struggle cuddle with your pillow while I was up looking at charts, Kenny. So but either way, still holding in very strong, 322.7 mil market cap on ANSEM. Meanwhile, Cash Cat sitting at 96.7. So I don't know. It's just chopping sideways. Robinhood doesn't have the narrative there for memes. It doesn't have the culture, I don't think. And, it's just got fast traders that are moving liquidity over there. And like the volume is slowed down massively on this coin.
Dude, it's been 2 days, bro.
Yeah, no, I know. But if you look at the volume on ANSEM versus Cash Cat, I would argue that you have better volume over on ANSEM. I mean, even just looking at the chart, you can see that it's slowed down.
Well, Cash Cat over the past 24 hours, $40 million, ANSEM 8.2.
Yeah, but I'm just like, I'm looking at total transaction amounts. And I think a lot of
Solana like if you look at the ANSEM chart, you know how many like cent trades there are? Like 4 cents, 8 cents. No, I think it's kind of hard to compare the two because they're two totally different things on two totally different chains. Like ANSEM is like a creator coin. Cash Cat is like a meme coin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, look, of course people get, dude, the Cash Cat ran from $1 million to $140 million in one day.
Yeah.
So of course there's going to be people taking profits. There's an accumulation phase.
Yeah.
I think Cash Cat is tied to, does Vlad continue to interact with memes and talk about memes on Robinhood? If he does, the thing sends. Otherwise it'll kind of stall out kind of like it did. It reminds me a lot of like Asteroid when Elon Musk initially started interacting with that post about the Shiba Inu. And you saw that chart go parabolic, and then people were waiting for Elon to say something again. It kind of feels like the same situation with the Vlad stuff. Like people are waiting. Oh, is he going to interact with it? Yada yada. I still think it's the main runner on Robinhood, so I think there's still plenty of upside. I took my initials out, so now I'm just free rolling my bag.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see what happens.
Well, the other day I put it in the chat because I seen CryptoZar tweet this coin at 30K market cap, and he said, "Watch this." And the coin sat there, and it just gradually ran up and ran up and ran up. And it hit an all-time high of 2.1 mil. It's sitting at 1.99 mil right now. Robin with hat and a 37x, bro. And I talked about this because my transaction didn't go through. I was leaving the house when I seen it. So I seen it, I put it in the chat, and then I was making the swap because the link that he put out was on OpenSea. And when I was doing the swap from ETH, I was going to do 0.2 ETH. And when I made the swap, everything was going through, signed the transaction. I got up and left and had to go do some stuff for a few hours. I come back, transaction failed. Fucking so mad, bro. And would I have held there right now? Probably not, knowing me. But either way, like that 0.2 would have been over 7 ETH right now.
Yeah, no, that chart looks pretty.
Let me guess. Hold on before you say something. Is this chart look sus, or is it because there's too many holders holding too much supply?
No. I don't. I know they're paying DEX to get it trending.
Well, so does everybody. Yeah, what does that matter?
No. I'm just saying, like, calm down. I don't necessarily know the crossover of NFT people trying to shill coins or coin people trying to shill NFTs. I think everybody kind of has, what they're good at and what they focus their content on. So, like, I was never sold on this token, but look, it's sitting at what, almost 2 mil right now.
2 mil, yeah.
400,000 in liquidity. It's up 500% on the day. clearly, he's trying to push it. And yeah, I mean, look, you could have bought it last night at literally at 10 o'clock last night at $200,000. So 10x overnight. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Well, bro, fucking TMA is out here shilling Alfie. Where's this one at? This one, I put this one in the chat. I think where was that at? Where in the fuck was this one? 320K. When I seen his tweet, it was like 220. That one's cooked. I mean, well, it's not cooked. It's 235 right now. It looked like it hit an all-time high of 411. I ended up selling it. I made like $20 and got out. And so, so now you're seeing, you're starting to see more and more people tweet about these meme coins. I mean,
for sure. Yeah. But again, I just think that, somebody like TMA, who was on the timeline asking about liquidity pools just last week and not understanding how they work, to turn around and start trying to shell memes is, super low cap memes on top of it too, which tells me, he got super cheap and is shelling it out. Which, that's the playbook.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if his following converts into meme coins. I think they're more NFT people.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. But this Robin with hat pisses me off. God damn it.
Yeah.
Is what it is. Yeah, I mean, he's a cook. So GG's to anybody that got in, anybody that's holding it and doing whatever. I still have a little bit of money in ANSEM. So riding that out, trying to push the website that I made out.
Yeah,
trying to get this motherfucker's attention. But
I bought back in on ANSEM. I had charted it, and 28 cents was where I bought at. Because like if you charted the 382 was sitting at 28 cents, and the 0.5 was sitting at about 227. So I didn't think it was going to get that low. So like I marked 280 mil as like my entry point. It dipped lower than that, but still, in hindsight, now it's sitting at 320. It was a good bid.
Yeah, Kenny, you don't think that there's a lot of crossover between NFT people and coin people though at this point? Obviously, not everybody, but when I don't know, man. It seems like everybody I come across in this space, for the most part, 85, 90 maybe % of the people I come across in this space came into Web3 in 2021, 2022, got caught up in the NFT craze, and then at some point or another reluctantly pivoted from NFTs to coins and then turned into a coin trader. And then some of them have dabbled in NFTs again more recently. I mean, I don't know.
No, I definitely think there's some crossover. Look, I came into crypto just buying fucking, just crypto, and then discovered NFTs and started to lose a lot of my profit that I made in crypto into NFTs initially. I think, but when we're talking about like who are the biggest names for NFTs, let's say Tima, let's say B-rated, let's say like
Loki.
Those guys.
If Loki starts coming out, he starts coming out.
Remember last time he showed a coin? Remember what fucking?
Yeah, he got fucking dipped on abstract, bro. People were mad as fuck.
Right, and my point is like, and then you go to the coin side of things, and you say, all right, the biggest like meme coin traders, are these guys out here talking about NFTs? No, there's not a conversion. Their followings follow them for a specific niche, which is, like Tima's following are mostly NFT people. They want to know what low cap, NFTs is he sweeping so they can sweep.
Let me ask you this.
100%.
If TMA can get his NFT predominantly based following to get into a coin, is that not a better holder basis for the coin than a bunch of fucking, completely fried Solana G's?
I don't know, because those people, if they're not dialed in and know how to trade and how to sell the chart as it's running up, they could really wreck a coin, especially a strong group like Funkari. They could cause some havoc. So
that's true. I think a strong group like Funkari takes a lot of like cues from TMA and kind of just does.
Yeah, they just do whatever. And AV Crypto said it the best. Most are just money people. They buy anything has a chance of profit.
Yeah,
so,
I agree.
That's the point, though. And to that point, I was going to bring it up is that, you should be chain agnostic. You should be looking at NFTs. You should be looking at meme coins. You should be looking at DeFi. Like, if you're in this space to make money, you shouldn't like bootstrap yourself to only one particular category. Like, play everything, because that's the whole reason we're all here, right? I got into crypto, because I saw like people making money, and I'm like, yo, I want to make money too. So like, I'm not getting, like, there was a lot of cope from Solana people when Cash Cat started running, just like trying to dunk on Robinhood. Oh, they delisted Robinhood at the bottom. Oh, like all this stuff. That's cope, bro. Like, you don't have to be a chain maxi. You don't have to be affiliate yourself with just one thing. Like, in order to make money in this space, you got to follow the money, right? So if the money moves from one sector to another, follow the fucking money. Don't be like, oh, I'm not going to do that because it's not on Solana. Like, that's just stupid, bro.
Yeah, but if you catch it mid hype, like then at that point you might have missed it. You might have missed the opportunity. So
I will say though, on the other side of the coin, and I'm just always doing the devil's advocate thing here. Kenny, I agree. I think if you have the time and energy, you should try to trade everything and try to at least be aware of everything. I have, however, heard some very successful traders say that the people they know that are the most successful are honed in on not even coins in general, but a specific couple of assets. They have a couple of charts that they specifically trade because they know how that coin moves. So I don't know. I mean, sometimes there's something to finding a particular niche that you have an edge in too, right?
Yeah, for sure. But let's just, historically speaking, right? Like, over the past 5 years or so, like, if you were in DeFi when DeFi was scorching hot and people were making ridiculous APYs on like, staking tokens, and you're getting just paid like ridiculous amounts of money before it crashed, you made money there. And then NFTs started to pop off. And then you rotated into NFTs, and then meme coins started to pop off, and you rotated into memes. Like, if you rotated, because every one of the things I just mentioned had a peak and now it's in the valley, right? Like, it shot up, it had a blow off top, and then now it's like, if you just stayed in NFTs from when NFTs were hot, you're fucking down horrendously. If you didn't mess around with meme coins, you're probably down, right? And then, so you have to be able to rotate and follow the money in the market in order to trade and do well. Not saying that you have to completely abandon what you were in before, but it's best to have exposure to as many different asset classes in crypto as possible, because you never know. We know how quick and this space is so rotational. They will fucking sell on the drop of a dime because something else is popping off. So I think the best approach is really just like trying to have a pulse on everything around you and understand, okay, money's moving over here. Let me go ahead and start trying to trade in this sector. And then money's moving back over here. Liquidity's flowing over there. Let's go over there and dabble with that. Are you gonna have 100% success rate? Absolutely not. You're gonna take some L's. You're gonna hit some big wins, but like, to just kind of like limit yourself to just one thing, I think is doing yourself a disservice in the opportunity of making money.
yeah,
right. No, I agree. You do, however, have to. I mean, you have to recognize these things early. Like, you can totally rotate to something too late and just end up buying the top.
Sure. No,
yeah,
yeah,
100%. Yeah, 100%. All right. One of the biggest arguments on the timeline and at Phil on Chain is trying to make a point here. Cash Cat has 7 million of liquidity on the main pool. For context, ANSEM sits at 2.4 million on PumpSwap with triple the market cap. Probably nothing. Obviously, he's trying to pump his Cash Cat bags. But ANSEM says, stop looking at the deck screener for liquidity. The Meteora pools are doing the majority of the volume, and there's 7.4 million in liquidity between all the pools. So, you got to look at the full picture here, Kenny, and I know you've brought this up multiple times as well, because there's these large holders that have big bags, and you're like, oh, the chart could get wrecked instantly. And I mean, if people get in early and they have big bags, it doesn't matter what coin it is. They're unless the coin has $50 million in liquidity, it's going to get fucking wrecked anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's always going to be more unrealized profit than liquidity in a pool. Always. I mean, just because, like, to your point, the early traders. But like, for example, this one wallet, its P&L is $307,000. It's sitting on 16 million unrealized in the ANSEM pool, or in the ANSEM coin. So like, that's over 2x the amount of liquidity in all pools on ANSEM by one holder. So like, if this guy just decides he wants to start clipping out, like, scary.
Yeah.
Scary.
Yeah. No, it is. Definitely is. But I'm just gonna keep riding it. I think he's gonna.
I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm back in.
You got back in yesterday?
Jesus Christ, bro!
I heard you say you got back in, but I didn't hear the time that you got back in.
Yeah, 28 cents.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Cool. Yeah. All right. Well, cool. What else is happening in the broader market so we can move on to some NFT shit?
Getting a little bit more stability. Like, we had a pretty big dip yesterday off the geopolitical news, but things seem to be stabilizing. We got Bitcoin back over 63 after yesterday dipped below 62 briefly, but it's up 2.3%. ETH back in the green at 1,745, up almost 2%. Solana up 1.66%, back up to 78. Hyperliquid at 68.12, which is up 1.5%. So not huge recovery, but things are moving up and to the right, and that's what we want to see. We want to see some stability in the market after the initial scare of what's going to happen with Iran. As far as equities go, Nasdaq up 200, so nice recovery there. Dow Jones up 135, and S&P's up 43. So we're recovering in both markets right now, which is good. Investor sentiment seems to be a little bit better this morning than it was yesterday. And that's just kind of where we're at right now.
Yeah. Do you think Hyperliquid puts ANSEM on?
I'm surprised ANSEM hasn't been listed anywhere yet, because like, Aster listed CashCat yesterday, and it was literally within the first 24 hours of it pumping, they instantly listed CashCat.
Yeah.
And I don't know why people aren't, and it's probably because there's such big holders in it that, and he owns such a large percentage of the supply. There could definitely be some fuckery happening. Like, you could own a big bag, right? And counter trade yourself, so you short it, but you hold the bag. Like, there's room for fuckery over there because of the supply control and because of the big whales in there. So I don't know why it hasn't been listed yet. I'm assuming that it has something to do with that.
Okay. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. What happens when these exchanges start listing it? What do you think? Do you think it?
If they list perps or if they list actual like spot?
Well, if they list spot, perps, whatever. Like, well, I mean,
I think perps. I think you'll see a heavy short, and so that could potentially create a squeeze on the chart, if that's the case. But I think people are looking for a way to short ANSEM just because it ran up so quick, so within such a short time period, that I think if there was perps available, I think the majority of people would probably go short on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but with him holding such a large supply, and then the other top holders, if he's in conversation with these people or whatever, like, it could end up being, it could essentially end up being where there's not enough token, to really wreck the chart any. So yeah, I'm surprised as well that they haven't listed this thing anywhere. But anyways, what about NFTs? What's happening over there? These fucking Wackyville, bro.
Yeah, the big winner is Wackyville, clearly. Floor price currently sitting at 1.58. Multiple sales as high as like 1.45, 1.5. And I've seen a lot of pushback because like people are pushing, of course, the people who didn't get to mint this are now pushing back. Some of these bigger NFT KOL people like talking about, okay, how is this list curated? If you thought these were such engaging people, why are they already weaving their NFTs? Like, y'all made a mistake. And, so people are trying to call out the process. I think it's done really well. I mean, considering it was $119 to mint and the floor price is currently sitting at $27.50, like,
there's also been like 3 weeks taken.
Right.
Like I'm looking at the activity right now. There's there's 3 WEETs that have been taken and, maybe 7 to 10 sales without me counting them.
Right.
I mean, look, this is not, this is not really an NFT collection. This is an art collector's. It's 111 NFTs. I get that it's art on chain, so it's technically an NFT. However, this is not really a typical, I wouldn't include this art in the typical NFT conversation. This is like a very specific.
Collection. Yeah.
Huh?
It's a very limited collection. I mean, it's 111. It's not.
It's what happens when you have demand and a very low supply. It's the difference between Project Red and racers, right? I mean, it's only to the extreme, right?
Yeah, to your point, I think it's smart to curate a list of not just randomly give them out to fucking people who are going to turn around and sell them right away, right? Yeah, there were 2 weeks, but I mean, 111 people got to mint. There's only been 7 sales, so conviction is high. Like anyone could have taken profits at this point. And what, like 20, 25x their money instantly. And, there's only been a handful of people who have done that. But yeah, I mean, like, look, a big problem with like mints right now is like, who's getting these whitelist distributions? How many of them are actually keeping them all for themselves and just like instantly dumping on the floor as soon as they mint? Like, the NFT space, like the collectors, there are collectors in the NFT space but for the most part right now, it's just like people just wanting to take quick profits, right? Get it, mint it, flip it right away and take your $2, right?
These are cool looking. This is like the first time I've really sat here and looked at them since they revealed.
Yeah, they are.
Hopefully they'll launch a larger collection at some point that everybody will have the opportunity to at least get on secondary or something at a lower price point. Cause I do like this art, but I don't know. I saw one person specifically, I won't say any names,
Fucking
just bitching to high
It
hell.
was whatever, man. Yeah, he was bitching like crazy about how.
It doesn't serve the point to just badmouth an individual.
I'm not badmouthing him. Like people
I was just trying to make the point that I saw whatever, man. Okay, I guess now. Bitching about how, I'm an OG in the space and I didn't get a chance to whatever. It's like, bro, like you're not going to get every opportunity. Like this is a global space and there was 111 of these NFTs. So if you didn't get the opportunity to mint one, shut the fuck up and keep it pushing. Like there's another opportunity coming right around the corner. I don't understand. Watching people be sour about other people's I don't know.
It's pretty wild. But I get where whatever man's coming from because you feel like, oh, I've been here for 5 years and how did I miss this? And I think that's kind of the message he was trying to put out there. But
you missed it because there's 100,000. There's literally 100,000 other motherfuckers that have been here as long as you have been, and there's only 111 of these things. And maybe you don't have the motion you think you have. I don't know. I mean,
yeah. Look, somebody who I was happy to see who got it was Baki, and Baki's a small account, right? But this dude's a fucking G. Like he buys NFTs and he sits on them. He owns a shitload of chimpers. He owns a shitload of NPCs. His account probably has like less than 1,000 people, but he's a true NFT collector. Like go look at his wallet. He owns all kinds of NFTs and he's constantly talking about NFTs. I think there's a lot of entitled people in this space who think, because my account is so-and-so and I have a paid subscription and I have a Telegram, I have a community, I should be on the top of that list. Not necessarily the case, dude. It comes down to the creator and who they want to add on to their list.
So here's an image that has all 111 people that minted the NFT. You have Tima, you have I think that's Monty's PFP, Adam Weitzman, you have Zerk, you have FFV, like a lot of Bored Apes, a lot of crypto punks. I mean, Mario Nafal, whatever. Gary V, Craig, Cirque, the founder of Normies. You have Jed. Like I'm looking.
I think Poppy was on there.
Yeah. Well, Poppy changes his PFP like every fucking week. So
yeah.
So Poppy's on here. Tempers, Insight, like Bray. These are people that are big NFT people.
And good. I'm happy for every one of them, man.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome. I think it's great that they curated this to the highest extent to get. And look, Chimpers is kind of the analog that I'm hoping for out of this when I say maybe they'll launch some more art at some point. I mean, how many are in the OG Chimpers collection?
99.
So it's a similar thing, right? It's a very, very small collection. And when you do that and you curate who you're going to put these NFTs in the hands of, you establish a value in the IP, right? Before you ever launch a collection that's meant to make it out to more people. And I think that's really smart. So yeah, good for them, man. Hey, you know what? I was not given this opportunity either, and I'm rooting for them from the sidelines.
Yeah. Yeah, because just like y'all said, if this would have been given to everyone, or even just like, not vetted people, the floor price would be like fucking 0.1 ETH.
Oh, dude, look, I like this art, but let's be real. If this was a 10K collection that got, handed to all the whitelist farming groups, we'd be at fucking, 004 or something right now, open for a 2X.
I would have sold that shit instantly. Fucking to come up on that much money is massive. But then to shit on people for selling it, sorry. I mean, you mint something for $110 and you can turn around and sell it for $3,000, over three G's. Like that's a lot of money. Is it life-changing money? No, it's not. But either way, I understand whatever man's point, but at the same time, it's like you might have kept that one to yourself and framed it in the war.
It comes off as, salty. And look, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. If that's how you feel and you want to get it off your chest, get it off your chest. But it does make you raise an eyebrow and say, wow, this person's pretty entitled to think that, they should have been on this list instead of somebody else. So yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things. Look, there's always going to be people who get into plays and people who don't, and it's, but there's always going to be more opportunities coming up. This, though, by far, probably the best mint we've seen in a long time, right? 200 or 100 and however much.
Oh yeah, 111 pieces to go for that. Yeah, pretty massive. And I jumped in some other art ones that just went straight to shit, and I got fucking cooked. But I'm trying to rotate it through my ANSEM and get the money back. I mean, I'm down like maybe 30% on where I bought. But that's that's kind of it. But either way, some other big news, and thanks to Johnny for reminding me. Sugartown essentially just soft rugged. I guess you call it soft rug. They're giving it all back to the community. They went with a CCO handoff angle, and they are going to give the games, the art assets, and software to the community. NFTs stay in wallets, ownership unchanged. And they would put out some more information in the coming weeks about what was happening, but basically that their hands were tied. There was just nothing else that they could do. We see a lot of Web3 gaming brands going down, and it's just not a good look. Pretty wild.
It sucks, man. Because I've rocked a Sugartown PFP many a times, man. One of my favorite PFPs was a Sugartown Aura. Yeah, I like Camel. I like Camel a lot. I've talked to Camel many times. I consider him a friend. He's put me in a lot of group chats with a lot of people that has given me opportunities. I think the conversation to have here is about building in public versus building behind the scenes, right? Because if it had been clear to everyone that they had been building or trying to do things for the last, 6 months to a year since the last time I really saw them doing shit, then people wouldn't feel so bad about it not working out. But when you go radio, and I'm going to be critical here, even though I like Camel, when you go radio silent on your community and in fact start pushing something else like, a trading platform for a prediction market Telegram bot thing, and then you've got your whole NFT community going, hey, what the fuck's going on with us? And nobody's addressing anything, or for that matter, in the creeps experience, some fucked off casino that has nothing to do with the creeps, right? And you're not communicating to your community. Yeah, dude, people are gonna feel some type of way when they start to realize that this shit isn't coming back, right? I mean, you got everybody championing. When you've got a whole community championing your brand while you're dead silent. I mean, look, man, all the building in the background in the world doesn't change the way that feels. You need to be building in public in this space is what I'm getting at here, man. If it doesn't work out, people that are reasonable will be pretty forgiving. If people can see that you're really still got this brand on your back and you're doing everything that you can. But if you've just been silent, I'm sorry, but like telling me you were building in the background and it didn't work out, like, how do I know? Like, yeah, man, it's not great. Not great at all.
Yeah. So, yeah, it sucks. I had a lot of friends that had some big bags in that thing. At the end of the day, it's still money. But it wasn't as expensive as a lot of these other brands.
Dude, I paid 0.24 or something for that Aura that I used to use as a PFP, and when ETH was a lot higher. And look, I know that doesn't seem like a lot of money to some people. I wouldn't mind having that 0.24 right now, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%.
And again, I'm not the type that I'm not going to scream scammer from the rooftop or fucking try to dox Camel. If fucking Camel showed up right now, I still consider him a friend. But I got to say, this was not. I mean, I'm 100% going to be critical of this. This was not handled well. This was not a good way to go about all of this. This was ghosting the community.
Yeah, but how do you do
6
it?
months.
I
don't know, man. I don't know, right? Because if I'm not a founder, right? I get that it's tough or whatever, but man, I don't know. Being silent when you have a community for that long of a period of time is bullshit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You got people rocking your PFP and championing your brand who are sticking their necks out and their social capital is on the table for your benefit, and you're not showing up. Not okay.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. Madman constantly reminding us about Ultra Kingdoms that you can, I think he said it's an early
That's
edition.
a cool looking fucking image you had up there.
Yeah. So the 22 hours ago, we talked about this. He said, have you wish listed Ultra Kingdoms in your PlayStation store yet? So, and then right here, lucky for you, it's playable right now on PC and on the 16th at 9 p.m. Xbox and PS5 and Steam, PC, Mac, and mobile to play the game. I can do it on PC, but I sold my PS5 because I don't use the fucking thing. And probably going to end up rebuying another one because of GTA. And maybe I'll do something with Ultra Kingdoms there too. But yeah, I think I have a couple of Xboxes somewhere. They're fucking on one of the TVs. But yeah, so shout out to Madman. A guy has conviction. He is an Ultra Kingdom fucking maxi, bro. So yeah, GG's to that community with that one. Some other news popping. Make sure you get your ass signed up with these XEET tournaments. I hit DeJohnny up because I didn't see DeJohnny anywhere. This guy's been tweeting, talking about, I got 400 cards and fucking he's not. I didn't see him locked in on anything. But guys, make sure you get signed up. I know the Vault 777 one. The squad lockdown is in 2 days and 2 hours. So you got to make sure you get locked in for that. I thought that was already locked down, but it's still saying 2 days. So make sure you get signed up for anybody's squad. I hope you join my squad. You do not need a creator card to join, to my knowledge, because right now, like, there's people creating that are joining through XEET, and they don't even have a fucking creator card. So these guys are in there creating squads. But the first one, the Vault 777 tournament, is $25,000 prize pool just for season 1. So you need to make sure you get signed up. And there's 125K in Ticker Vault. We're cooking. Fogo is a tough fucking battle. Right now, his squad is leading at 23,600 zeets right now. And my squad is number 2 with 17,700 zeets. So, but he's got 97 members. I only have 15. So, do the math. We're locked the fuck in. So far, just from playing on Vault 777, I've already earned 10,698 zeets. And this was with about $150 that I deposited into the platform. I got lucky. I was able to win, but I was just constantly sitting there rotating volume, playing different games, doing different things, and completing the task. And when you go in there, you can see all of your tasks and your multipliers and what you have to actually hit. So you get vault wagers, you get game grinders, all the tasks are there. And I'm telling you, they stack up fucking zeets. So if you're looking for a tournament that will get you a shit ton of zeets, with hopefully little liquidity risk, join the Vault 77 tournament, get set up, start earning. I'm trying to get every one of these fucking tasks done because there's a lot of zeets at stake, but also a lot of money at stake. So they didn't put a time frame of when season 1 ends. I don't know if it's a month, if it's 2 months, 3 months. But they did say that there's multiple seasons in Vault 777, and the total rewards are 500K in rewards, and that's going to be a mix of USD and Ticker Vault. So, like I said, do not miss out on this because a lot of people, the attention is kind of went away from InfoFi, but I think it will come back when they keep announcing bigger and bigger tournaments. So, but there's multiple ones out there. There's Offshore, there's Vault, and Pumpcade. So, but Kenny, Pumpcade's coming back today. Are you going to get active in that or no?
Yeah, I'll fuck around with it today. We got 2 fucking good matches coming up today.
France and Morocco, or France.
Yeah, France, Morocco. You're right.
Okay, who do you think takes this one?
I mean, God, I think France is going to win the whole thing. I actually put a little bit of money on them last week to win the World Cup at like 26 or 27 cents.
Okay.
So clearly,
bro, it's at
fucking France.
Yeah, it's fucking. I mean, on here it's at 84. Where's it at on Kalshi, or even on Polymarket?
No, it's at 33%. Oh no, I'm not talking about the. I'm talking about to win the overall tournament. The World Cup.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so they're still right around there within range.
Yeah, they're at 33 cents right now.
Okay. All right.
Argentina's at 19 cents.
Yeah. Well, bro, I know on Pumpcade, you can easily get signed up for Pumpcade. I have several tweets pinned up to top. Go wherever. But Fogo won $3,900 total between 2 days of playing. And it cost him zero fucking money. Like Pumpcade right now is completely 100% free. When you sign up, you get $20,000 in play money to be able to go do these markets. And bro, these guys are cooking. Like I fucking suck. But people are doing really well. And today they doubled the prize pool. So it's $12,000 going out to people for today, bro. So I would definitely, try and stay locked in. I think the first game's at 4 p.m. Eastern. Is that right? For France, I think that's when the game is. Do you know the time, Kenny?
For the France game?
Yeah, it's 4 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, it starts at I believe I want to say 3:00 my time.
Yeah. So there's only one game today?
I thought there were 2, but I guess
it's just one game. Yeah, it's just that's all I'm seeing on ESPN.
So one today, one tomorrow, one Saturday, and one Sunday, I believe, or maybe 2 on Saturday.
Okay.
I knew it was 2-1-1. I just couldn't remember what order of days it was in.
Yeah. Well, like I said, $12,000 on the line today on Pumpcade. The link, I think, is the second. So there's a pinned tweet up there somewhere. So if not, you can find it on my timeline or just go to XEET.ai and join my squad. Now, there's not one up there. I'll get one pinned up. Kyle, what's up with these tweets you pinned up at the top? I know you did something with a space and some other stuff.
The space is just Big Rug is, supporting the homie. Big Rug's now the founder of Pings, and they're going to host a space tomorrow, I believe at 2:22 Eastern, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, tomorrow, 2:22 Eastern. I don't know what he's going to say. I don't know what he's going to talk about.
I don't know either. I mean, I'm
going to pop in. I'm going to support, bro. Big Rug's hooked me up with some whitelist opportunities. He's been a homie, so I'm just being a homie back. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, I had someone from the Pings, the East Pings team, reach out to me asking to come on the space. Still debating on what to do there. It's kind of a left facing Penguin. Is our left facing Penguins now the play?
Well, they certainly have less potential downside than a certain other Penguin brand, right? Based on purely, that is not a statement about teams or anything. It's just based on the price point alone.
Yeah, well, I mean, this founder takes over and immediately is ready to start ripping on spaces. So it's going to be interesting. We'll see how this goes. But
now another.
What?
Oh, sorry. I didn't know. Yeah, I was going to say the other thing, I pinned up Souls' thing. Kabu is on ETH tomorrow. I know you think that's washed and gay. I kind of think I don't know. At this point, I kind of think it's a good idea.
I didn't say it's washed and gay.
I said it's the most retarded shit you've ever heard, I believe was your exact quote on your video. So, sorry for misquoting you. I think I got the crux of the argument, though.
Okay, well, there you go. You got to get it right.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, look, man, I'm not going to lie. I tried to have a conversation in the quant abstract chat the other day about, what can we do? We meaning, the most bullish people on abstract, the quants and the team, to try to, sure up the vibes around NFTs some. I mean, look, the portal abstract has become very gaming centric, and I think that's great. It attracts a lot of people to the portal. You get a lot of DAUs on the portal through that. And, honestly, I think the portal is the best experience in that niche of, collating a bunch of different apps together that I've seen ever. I've seen it mimicked in recent times, but certainly not out executed. That said, abstract is not just the portal. It is a chain. And, overall volume is not very much, right? Overall TVL is probably not very much, right? So I think the best things for volume and TVL is probably a healthy NFT, and for that matter, meme coin culture. But the reality around meme coins is nobody wants them unless they're on Sol. I mean, I don't know. We're seeing this little bit of a Robinhood vibe. We'll see if Robinhood can be the one to take down Sol. I don't think so, though. However, NFTs have had a proven rally on abstract, and I don't, in the earliest days, you saw guys like Finn coming around from space to space. The team was. I remember, you remember when like half the fucking abstract team turned their PFPs to Dreamilios? They were pumping. Yeah. There was so much volume going through that collection, and that was great for the chain. But man, like I gotta admit, I got the distinct feeling that everything I was trying to say in that chat was just falling on deaf ears. I think they are way more worried about the gaming stuff, which I don't think it's. I think the gaming stuff should be the focus, especially for the portal. But that doesn't mean that you can't, try to incentivize people to do other things, right? I mean.
Yeah, and I 100% get the argument. They need IP on the site. They need they need that culture there as well. But right now, whatever the abstract team needs, and they're not going to tell us whatever they need, gaming is providing it, and they're going to lean into that. And if they
and that's great, and I'll play the games.
Yeah, but if that causes brands to leave and not have faith in what they're doing, or whatever, then fucking, I guess, move on and do
I just
what
think
you think's best.
I just think every time you see one of these brands leave, it is a little bit of a blow to especially the sentiment outside of the immediate abstract community, right? Like everybody wants to see something that they're not participating in fail, right? And when you see these brands leaving, that just solidifies people in their ideas that like L2s are retarded and they're not going to participate. And I think, we hit this meta here over the last couple of weeks where there have been a lot of NFT mints, and none of them have been on any of the L2s, right? I mean, they've all been on ETH, and that there's a reason for that, right? The bulk of the liquidity for NFTs, the bulk of the active collectors for NFTs, or traders and flippers for that matter, they are on Ethereum, and I just think you gotta do something to try to facilitate people to want to build out IPs and brands and communities on abstract. And the whole nother side of my point that I'm trying to get across is, the people that are going to create content about games, there's a higher bar for content creation around games. You need to be a streamer, you need to be making videos, you need to be writing threads. When it comes to NFT communities, man, you can get several thousand people just absolutely screeching on the timeline and making shit go viral, right? It's way easier. It's way easier to get people en masse talking about an NFT than it is to get people creating content about a game. It's just the nature of what is required for the content. So I think, I don't know, man, it would just be great for not just the on-chain metrics, but the vibes, as it were, right? The sentiment around abstract. If they could really get behind some of these IPs and incentivize people to bring new IPs to the chain, I just think it would be great. And I don't know, I don't see them focusing on that, and I don't see them being very receptive to the point being made. So I don't know.
I think that gives you the answer that you have. So I think even talking on it, I mean, yeah, it's good to talk it out and be vocal about it, but until they need NFTs for whatever, or the IP, or there's an IP play, it's going to fall on deaf ears and it's not going to matter. So
I guess so, but that does tend to explain to me why I've seen multiple IPs leave the chain, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
there's
100%.
literally like almost no IPs left. I mean, Barish is like the only, what I would call a PFP that's not, under 0.01 on abstract at this point. All the other NFTs are gaming centric NFTs, and they're doing well there. They are doing well there. On-Chain Heroes is doing very well there. Even the Tolenverse, I've been playing the shit out of Tolenverse. They've held above 0.04 for quite a while. The gaming stuff is doing very well there, and it is a great place to play games and stream and all this other stuff. So, I mean, don't take this for me being bearish on abstract.
Sounds like it, bro. Not sounding very Quanish.
It's not at all. It's
sounding
just
like Eli right now.
I'm just pointing out. Hold on, let me flex my tits and stroke my chin. I don't know, man. I look, man, if I take time to be critical of something, it's because I care about it, right? Like, I'm not out here talking shit about things that I want to see fail or that I saw fail. I'm not grave dancing. That's something I've seen a lot of lately, is people grave dancing on these couple NFT projects that have rugged. I think that's pretty gay. But yeah, I don't know, man. I want to see abstract do as well as it can in every direction that it can.
I think this was one of the most base takes you've ever had, Kyle. I like to hear it.
Wrong.
Thank you, Kenny.
You're welcome. I mean, yeah. Listen, you can't look at everything through the rainbow colored glasses all the time, right, bro? You got to be critical when things you need to be critical, and it's all for the better of abstract. So I appreciate your base take, unlike my other co-hosts.
Well, I mean, Barish is like the prime example. It's like Barish is one of the original IP plays, PFPs. It's done extremely well. They have committed to sticking to abstract. They have built games. I mean, Blinko is a wonderful experience and I don't even like gambling games, but Blinko is fucking awesome.
I know.
They've-
This guy
they've not
ain't even,
been-
this
they've
guy ain't
not
even
been
signed
leaned-
up for my Vault 777 squad on fucking XEET.
That's right.
You know, what
But
the fuck?
but it's because I don't like gambling games. I never have. But they have not been really leaned into by the abstract team, and I think that's a huge miss.
How the fucking Bears does not have a badge on
Or
abstract?
Blanco, one of the two.
Yeah. They should have a badge through Blinko. They just did one through Dilly, and it cost $1. Okay, then fucking go to Blinko, play the game for $1, and boom, you're good to go. Like Bearish Scotty and these guys have helped so many of the teams that have left and so many of the teams that are there build things, develop, help them with minting out their projects, do all kinds of things, the Bearish community. And to see them not get a badge, because a badge does bring attention, a badge does help the brand. And, for abstract to basically fucking just shit on that side of it, as far as Bearish not being recognized, that's one thing that I am 100% bearish on abstract for that. I don't care, bro. It's the one brand that has stayed around from fucking day one. They're not going anywhere, and they're loyal. The community's loyal. The community's loyal to other brands on abstract. Give Bears their badge.
That's right. Put some spec on the Bears.
Put some spec on it.
I'm gonna tweet that meme again. And the last time I tweeted that meme, that was a great meme I made, and it did not get as much engagement as it deserved.
Hey,
I'm
make it your
fucking-
GM posts. GM posts seem to pop off really well. All right, some other quick news. And now that Kyle's done crying about his,
Well, hold on, real
IP
quick, because on the
what?
same subject of games and stuff, the other thing that I did pin was the Amazon video games account last night. We talked about this. Nifty Island, it looks like to be coming to the Amazon video game store, which I'm going to be honest, I never fucked around with Nifty Island. It wasn't really in my algo. I remember hearing about it a lot. I thought it was dead. I didn't know anybody. I didn't know it was still a thing. But then here's Amazon video games. The island is reborn. Nifty Island has just launched their new release. Your favorite game world is now the ultimate prize world. Jump in, Amazon.com/stores, blah, 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 blah. That's awesome, man. I mean, that is a Web3 product, on a mass distribution platform. That's awesome.
Why did Nifty Island not repost this or do anything there? Somebody fire the fucking socials guy.
I mean, who knows? Maybe Amazon just completely
Are you
bought
sure
the
it's
whole
Nifty
thing.
Island and not like 50 Island or something? Like you're not.
Oh,
like
whoopsie poopsie. Nope, my bad. My bad. It's Grifty at Grifty Island. Whoopsie.
Yeah, I was wondering. Well, I mean, this tweet
No, it is
right
Nifty Island.
Okay, well, this tweet right here from July 6th from Nifty Island. The view is about to change. 90,000 islands and something new on the horizon. Maybe the something new was the Amazon thing, but maybe they forgot to repost it. Need to reach out to the Nifty Island team and let them know, hey, you guys your fucking social guy needs to be fired.
I mean, that's a huge
That's a big deal. Yeah,
I know the Amazon gaming thing is not necessarily the biggest gaming platform in the world, but it is still Amazon. I mean, it's bigger than anything in Web3, right? So that is awesome, in my opinion. That's the kind of forward movement we want to see for Web3 products. So, good for them. Get your fucking socials guy in line. What the hell? What the hell is going on?
Yeah. But is that going to be on that? Is that going to be on that PlaySite store? What is the actual Amazon store for their games? I can't remember. Creeps was supposed to be on it.
Yeah, I really don't know. I mean, I've never done any of the Amazon gaming stuff.
Luna, that's what it was. Luna.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Amazon Luna. So, that's the other thing. Some other news. I was trying to get the number. I think it's like 300 million. Amazon doesn't. Yeah, it's right here. Amazon doesn't publish official player count for Luna, so there's no clean data. The access pool, though, is over 230 million members globally as a Q1, which these are all Amazon Prime members. The best estimate available is that roughly 177.5 million Prime members use Prime Gaming's free games at some point in 2022. So, while there is no direct numbers, that's where we are there. Another thing that I wanted to remind everyone of, if you were in Pup Cup, Simple Farmer's been on here many times. The Stonk Brokers free mint goes live on July 17th on Robinhood chain. But to secure that mint, if you have Pup Cup or Clutch Puppy NFTs, burning each one gets you whitelist mint allocation. So if you burn 10 NFTs, you get 10 mints. So make sure you get over there, do that. I burned my 5. I have now 5 free mints for the Robinhood Stonk Brokers mint that's going to be coming over there. Hey, looks like the crypto punks of Robinhood to me. Let's go Stonk Brokers. And then I want to go to this tweet that Scotty, I think, just tweeted. Because some good things happened with XEET, I suppose. Let's run it back. So people that are fading XEET, the possibilities are really endless. Will we see another moment like this? Who knows? So Walls, who had fudded a few of these prize pools,
in the most hilarious way too. He was literally like, "I know they made me generational wealth, but fuck them today." I mean,
fuck them today. Yeah, and it was about offshore and whatever. So Walls today received $47,080. That was just a portion of his percentage of token that he has coming to him for his payout for being number 1 on the XEET leaderboard. And this guy, I think originally he said his total, even when the token TG'd, was like 240 grand. When it was at all-time high, I think it was over like close to $500,000. I'm probably wrong. So don't quote me on the actual numbers, but he definitely is getting a 6-figure airdrop, 4 to 6 figure. So he's fucking tweeting all good hands, fucking glory to God and everything else. He's already changed his mind about XEET because he's actively tweeting about Vault 777, who was one of his partners last cycle as well. So, get in where you fit in, motherfuckers. But please come join the best squad, Jesus' squad, because we will take Fogo down. Fogo, if you listen back to this, I'm coming for you, motherfucker. Because we will not lose this Vault 777 tournament. So other than that, bro, I quote tweeted ANSEM immediately with this fucking tweet. ANSEM tweeted, he quote tweeted Nico. Nico built ANSEM.info. ANSEM.info is where you can see all the liquidity. You can see the top holders. You can see everything, Kenny. So it's a really good analytics site. And I literally quote tweeted him and almost said it verbatim. So, bro, even if anybody just goes and puts a like or just tags ANSEM on the post, I'm trying to get this motherfucker's attention for bullhorn.live, which Nico, I actually put on there. I added him on there manually. But I mean, almost verbatim, I said the same thing right after he quote tweeted that. And I said, best site for ticker ANSEM stories and community discovery, bullhorn.live. Yeah, like ANSEM posts are good for engagement, but short of that, I cannot get this dude to fucking see my post. But I guess there's a million other people that are trying to do the same thing. Just need him to roll up on the stream one time. That's it, Kenny, right?
Yes.
Bro, we get ANSEM on the fucking show. The fucking goddamn X might crash. The whole space will just go fucking just go down.
Oh, dude, the fucking knob goblin that Kenny Powers would be doing. Oh my God, and you for that matter too.
Oh, ANSEM.
Holy shit, dude, you guys would be working both sides of the shaft together.
Oh my God.
Shit.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. Kenny, fucking Kenny, you're not watching the stream, so you weren't seeing what I was doing, my little hand thing here. But yeah, fucking Kenny's just fucking back and forth. Yeah, but no, it'd be cool.
Ask me how many ANSEM tweets I've put out in the past 2 weeks.
Maybe I think I've seen maybe 1 or 2.
One, and it was for entry on the chart.
Yeah,
I was trying to educate people.
Well, you should have keep riding the wave of engagement.
Yeah,
ride that wave.
You'd be trying to educate people on how to be a throat goat if ANSEM showed up too. I don't care how many goddamn tweets you put out in the last week.
Kenny would be taking this whole Shure microphone down, bro. Fucking. Oh my God. All right, cool. It's 12:12. I have family shit to do. Please make sure you guys have a great day, safe day. Do not fade Pumpcade, Vault 777 tournaments, all the stuff going on. And I know it sounds like the infamous reality check leaderboard for Blinko, but we should have either later tonight. I should have the reality check Discord open. Johnny, I'll get to talk to you. And anyone else, we're gonna open it up. And yeah, if you're a bot, good luck because you ain't getting in that motherfucker. But yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of cool stuff over there. Yeah, just kind of hanging out. But anyways, guys, y'all have anything else?
Nope.
Before
I'm
we
done.
Shut it down. Kenny, do you have anything else, sir?
Yeah, nope.
Oh, hold on. I'm confused. You said yeah, no. What?
I was answering your question with a no.
He just nodded his head in a circle.
He's like, yeah, no.
Bye, everybody.
Oh, shit. All right, cool. Everybody have a great day. Peace.